What's going on, my fellow rat slayers? Today, I want to take a look, an updated look, I guess you could say, at every single one of Sienna's staffs. I've done this in the past, but this was before the Caustic Staff came out, so hence the update. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. The Bolt Staff. The Bolt Staff's light attack, well, it's a spam attack pretty much. It's meant to increase your overcharge quickly. Really good for, like, of course, Pyromancer and Unchained, those two classes that need to build that overcharge quickly. But for someone like Battle Wizard, she's going to use it more for the other attack. On PC, of course, your right click. This is your snipe attack, and this actually has 3 different stages of charge. The first one, as you can see, pretty low damage. The second one, a little bit higher damage, and then the third one, a little bit more. Now, how do you tell these different stages? Well, the first one, of course, it's based on time, of course, right away, very quickly. The second one, you'll have to listen for a noise. You hear that, like a little whoop kind of noise? That's the first. That's you entering the second stage of charge, and then you hear the second noise. That's how you know you're in the third stage of charge. Next up, we have the Conflag Staff, and this is an old favorite of mine. The left-click attack for the Conflag Staff is pretty much just a small fireball type of attack. It's meant for specials and elites in a pinch, but the fun part of this weapon comes when you do the right-click attack, which basically just makes a giant circle. So, of course, the longer you hold the circle, the bigger it gets. When it's fully charged, it does a bunch of damage. In a mission, it would make a little bit of fire on the ground as well. That kind of lasts a little bit. The staff also has tremendous stagger, being capable of staggering even Chaos Warriors, which is quite nice. Next up is Sienna's newest staff, the Caustic Staff. For this one, the left click is pretty simple. It's just a simple shotgun blast. Does a lot of damage, especially when you're up close. Capable of killing elites and specials quite easily. When you do your right-click attack, you essentially make like a little flaming geyser. And of course, the longer you hold it, the bigger it gets. And in a group of enemies, we'll fully charge this one. As you can see, the damage reaches well beyond the visual representation of the geyser here. We'll try it again. As you can see, these guys on the outer edge here take less damage. Well, less ticks of damage, but it's a higher value for a short amount of time. Whereas the guys on the inside, they take a lot more ticks of damage, but it's a lot lower in number value. So once again, just so you can see it in action, lots of short ticks here between inside the inner Chaos Warriors, and a little bit less damage, but higher number values on the outside. So this staff, even though its range is only this little tiny circle, it's capable of damaging like way out here and way out here on this side. It's pretty cool. Now we have the Fireball Staff. The Fireball Staff's left click attack is like the Conflag, where it is a simple small fireball that's meant for like specials and elites and stuff like that. However, the right click attack charges a big old honkin' fireball, which does damage over time. And of course, the longer you hold it, the more damage it does. This fireball is shot with an arc similar to that of the throwing axes, but is capable of very long-range attacks, which is pretty fun. So next up we have the Beam Staff, and the Beam Staff is pretty fun. The left click makes a nice long beam here. You can... Shut up! I'm busy! Anywho, as you can see, it reaches pretty far. It does burn damage, it does like initial damage, It lasts for quite a little bit after you've taken it off him. If you hold the left click and then right click it, you do a quick surge of damage. And of course, the longer you hold it on him, the more you do. As for this weapon's right click attack, it is a low damage shotgun. In a normal map, this would stagger quite a bit, making it really good for hordes. And finally, we've got the Flamestorm Staff. The left click from the Flamestorm is something like a little burst of fire, I guess you could call it. In a mission, this has a lot of stagger, so the purpose is to keep an elite off you or save somebody from an assassin, something like that. The main function of this weapon, you'll have to charge it. You can charge it to any length, of course. And it pretty much works like Barden's straight gun, where it just burns everything. It's kind of nice. Of course, the longer you charge it, the longer you'll be able to burn for. So that's it, guys. That's all of Sienna's staves. If you like this video, please sub to this channel, leave a like, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite staff of Sienna is, if you even like Sienna at all. I'd be interested to see what people's answers are. So take care, guys.